Hi, and welcome to this online video on job hunting. I'm Michael Miller, and I'm just going to run through a lot of the tools that are available these days for finding openings. And the first one I just want to mention, because it's got so much to it that there is a separate video that I have specifically to that, and that's networking for a job. We're talking networking with family, friends, former co-workers, going online, social networks. There's a lot to that, so I would suggest that you check out the other videos specifically on that topic. Now, moving on, in terms of finding a job, you still can find some in your local newspaper. You even go online to the online version of the newspaper, and again, you still can find some there, but most things are online, and most things are dedicated to some sort of what we call job board or job site. I would check on the company website. If you know a short list of companies that you'd be very interested in working for based on their reputation or what have you, then I would check on their website first. They usually have an employment section with their current openings, and that's one of the best places to check. Also, Craigslist. Craigslist has everything listed on it, and it's a little bit interesting format. When a job ad goes on, it moves down the list as new ones are added in that category. But it only charges us recruiters $25 per ad, so you do get a lot of jobs listed on there. Just as the job seeker, you're going to have to probably go through several pages, read a headline that seems interesting to you, then go in and read the job ad. Not the best format, but you'll get a lot of jobs on there, so I would suggest checking that as well. Now, the largest job sites or job boards, of course, are Monster.com and CareerBuilder.com. Large number of visitors to those websites, therefore, as a recruiter, it makes sense to put your job on there, but not for everybody, because they're a lot spendier, and so a lot of employers or a lot of recruiters may feel like it's just not cost effective to put an ad on Monster or CareerBuilder. Now, if you go on there, you're going to find lots of jobs because they get a lot of visitors. A lot of recruiters want to put their jobs on there. What I'm suggesting to you is pretty simple. You need to check several sources. You're not going to have one site where you're going to find all of the openings. So check the company websites, check Craigslist, check Monster.com, check CareerBuilder.com. Maybe getting closer to one place where you can find a lot of jobs is relatively new. These job search engines work very similar to regular search engines like Google and Bing, in that you enter in keywords, Boolean logic, and they return a bunch of results of things that are out there on the web. The most prominent job search engines right now are Indeed.com and SimplyHired.com. And if you're familiar with Google or Bing, you'll be familiar with how to search on these two websites and play around with different combinations and quotations and that sort of thing to find a variety of different openings. Beyond that, there are niche job sites or job boards specifically targeted to a particular industry or job type, similar to the one I'm involved with, SoaringCareer.com, which has a few different niches, but there's a lot of competitors out there that are focused just on healthcare or just on pharmaceuticals or maybe just on nurses within healthcare. So there's a variety of different niches out there. In addition to that, there's a lot of associations, both national and state, that will post jobs as well. So again, I go back to the point where you're going to have to do some legwork. There is not a spot where all the jobs are there for you to find. I would maybe bookmark several of these sites after researching and finding the ones that you want to search on, and that way, as you're looking weekly or what have you, you can check all of the regular ones that you want to check. Another place you might want to check is the State Employment Department, as they make it very inexpensive for employers to post ads on there as well. Now, in addition to that, a lot of these websites, including soaringcareer.com, allow you to create what's called a job alert agent or a job search agent, where you put in the criteria of the job that you want, and in Soaring Career's case, you can even put whether you want to work only PRN, on-call, contract, whatever. And as new jobs are added to that particular site, you've given your email address and your criteria, you'll receive an email giving you an alert. Hey, there's a new opening posted. Then you go to the website, you're one of the first ones there to see the new opening. Those are pretty effective, but I would not just do the job alert agent and not do your own searches. I would do a combination of the two. The job alert agent will just give you a quicker heads up on what's open. The last thing I would mention as far as online job hunting is posting your resume. Posting your resume is a great way to find recruiters to reach out to you. As a recruiter, what I'm doing is maybe posting some jobs, but I'm also looking at a variety of different resume banks, and trying to find keywords within your resume and see if you match the opening, because I want to quickly fill this, because I have a lot of others that I have to move on to. So if I can find some people that I know are open to having a conversation and they match the background that I'm looking for, that's fantastic for me as a recruiter. So the one caution I would put as far as you posting your resume, number one, if you're currently employed and you don't want your employer to know that you're seeking new employment, then it's as simple as making sure that the site that you are posting your resume on allows you to post it confidentially so not everybody can see. The other thing is, in terms of how many places to post your resume, it really is supply and demand. As a recruiter, if I see the same resume all over the place, it does devalue that a little bit to me, because I figure every recruiter in the world has already gone through this person, and if, you know, frankly, they haven't gotten hired, then maybe there's something wrong there. Whether it's real or not, having your resume on every single site is a little bit of a hindrance. I would go through, after reviewing the niche job sites and the job boards and the other places that you want to search, and choose 3 maybe that you want to put your resume posted on, maybe 4, just to make it a little bit exclusive. If you're not getting the results you want, maybe you can take it off a job board and post it on a new one and rotate it and see which is going to be the most effective. That's about it as far as job searching. There's an awful lot to the job networking, so again, check out that website, and once more, I would ask you to share these videos as well as soaringcareer.com and soaringme.com with your colleagues. Thanks again, and good luck on your search.